Welcome to the Virgo Zodiac reading for the upcoming month. This reading is timeless, so it doesn't matter when you find it. It will be for the month ahead of you, regardless of when it is that you find it. So it looks like Virgo may have missed something here. They may have not seen something being brought into them, or they've simply chosen not to accept whatever the offer it was because it didn't quite seem like what they wanted or how it was supposed to come through. The Spirit's kind of giving the message of like you didn't have a lot of cups, and sometimes you just need to accept the help that you're being offered regardless of what it looks like, to be able to get yourself to a point you can help yourself and not really rely on other people's offers as much. So kind of gives me, do you know, the Four of Cups and we like strike a chord sometimes of like, I don't know, not enough gratitude, and it's my least favorite. I feel like it's one of my least favorite cards because I always feel like I have a lot of gratitude, but like, you know, maybe it's like that ego reaction where it's like we interpret it to have a certain connotation and it comes in a way that doesn't really make sense for our particular situations at the time. And sometimes our situations kind of prevent us from, I don't want to say they prevent us from taking help. We can still take the help regardless of what our situation is. It's just that sometimes we may feel that the help being offered is actually less helpful than it appears to be. And I think Spirit's just trying to tell us that regardless of any consequence right now, you take the help being offered kind of thing. So you all know your situation better than what I do. I'm a person on the internet. So, yeah, just use your own discernment for the things happening in your life, how you interpret that. And if it doesn't resonate for you, it may be one to skip this round. I have plenty of other pick a card readings and whatnot that, you know, you can go through, and the last round of Zodiac readings I did were timeless. So actually it's funny now I'm talking about, I feel like for a couple of you, like some of you may be on different timelines. Some of you may want to go back to the last round of Zodiac readings I did. I think, I don't know if it was a month or two ago, that were timeless. And for a few of you in this group, that may be where you're up to, is that last round of the Virgo readings. So but for the rest of you, we'll move on with today's reading. So if we can get out of having people hang around when it's not serving them in their time, then it's usually a good way to move on. Okay, what have we got? So we have a person coming in with an offer of peace, opportunity, and harmony. Yeah. Like a very stable offer. So it's like maybe before, do you know, for some of you, Spirit's been trying to give you a cup that you're not taking, but it was like that way that it was coming through. It was the how. It was like we didn't like the how it was coming through, right? So Spirit has kind of taken a hint and they've gone, oh, like, they're not taking this offer. Why won't they take it? They really need this offer. So maybe we'll kind of dress it up or disguise it, and we'll send it in a way that they can't like not accept it, or I'm not really sure. Maybe if we send it in, maybe if we change, it's weird because I kind of feel like Spirit's gone, they're not taking the fulfillment. Maybe we need to give them something more practical. Yeah. So they're sending a more practical offer in. A lot of you, I feel like if you're single, this definitely feels like a person coming in with like a really practical, harmonious, stable type relationship offer that seems quite peaceful. I feel like they would want to build together. I would just be aware and discerning of what their other values are in life outside of just like the very 3D material side of life, because there's much more to life than just that. And I think that this person's going to help you regain and rebuild some strengths. So there is like a lot here that won't actually have anything to do with like a partnership or anything. It's really going to be like a person coming in to like temporarily help you in some way that will help you regain your strengths and like bear whatever the situation is at hand that you've been dealing with. We do have Leo here, so a person coming in could, or a person helping you could actually be a Leo. Spirit doesn't want to really read into these cards too much more. I feel like we need to pull more. We might be like trying to find a different energy. So I'm just going to grab some different ones. I'm starting to almost like feel breathless, like I don't know what to expect from the rest of this reading, and I'm not sure if that's like the energy that you're in, because that does definitely happen sometimes where I'm kind of picking up the audience, the energy of the audience. So it seems like there was a headache, something that was really stressful, and you've just chosen to walk away from it, and it's actually served you really well. Like you may have been in your head about, you know, how you should handle it, whether you should walk away or what that's going to look like, or the consequences of having done so, and what it looks like if you actually stay and choose to not walk away. For some of you, it may not have been like walking away from a physical thing or a situation or relationship. For some of you, it's like walking away from making certain decisions. You're like, I'm just not doing it anymore. And you might still get caught up in your head, but you take almost like a leap of faith or a gamble to just like trust the universe that like whatever happens, it's like we realize it's outside of our control, and we give up that control and surrender to the universe. And when we let go, we kind of find ourselves in a situation that's more comfortable. But we've got this Four of Cups coming out here again. I'm going to read from the book on this Four of Cups, but I just feel like, I don't know, for some of us, we have the key and we like don't want to use the key. For some of us, it's like, it just doesn't look like what we want it to look like. And it's like, it's so weird because it's like, it's all rainbows and it's like shimmering gold, and it's like all the things. Like, why wouldn't you want to take it? And I wonder if some of us are kind of looking at the cups that we have that are empty, and it's like, we just don't want to get attached to the thought of like having something, opening ourselves up to it and taking it on and counting it in as like part of our future or something like that. We would rather tip it down the drain. For some of us, it's like, it's a really pretty offer, but the pretty offer, it's not like the full offer. It's not like a solid offer. I feel like there's a lot of like walking away here from like thoughts and feelings that aren't serving us, or like offers that are coming in from people that aren't like the whole picture. Like, oh, that's really great of you, and that's a really beautiful cup you have, but like, how will that serve me? Or like, you know, when I need a house to live in, or I'm not really sure what that looks like. Like, it's really beautiful and it's really like thoughtful, but it's I don't know if it's not sustainable. It's like that one cup on its own is beautiful and it could probably change your life, but then it's like, it's still only one cup. It's like being confused about how to move forward in this situation, or it's like hard to be grateful with the situation at hand because it's kind of like only half of what we need or something. Like, not even half of what we need. It's like less than half of what we need in life, but like, I don't know, like, it looks like a really good offer or opportunity, but like, you know, and do you know, maybe some of us do accept it and we're like, yes, I have this one beautiful cup, but it's just like not enough, and I need to find other ways to like sustain myself in life. So like, maybe you take this one cup and you keep it aside, and you like decide to empty out your other cups so that we can allow more room to like be poured into by different things in life. So it's kind of like gives me the energy of like starting again. It's like, for some people it's like a grieving disappointment, but for a lot of you it is like walking away from something that you long-term invested in, and it's like that choice to withdraw and to move forward despite any anxiety around it, and just just see what happens. And then I think when you'll get to a point that you, I don't know, I really don't like talk about being grateful for it, but for some of you it is a thing here where when we're really grateful for every single thing that we have, like every single object that we own in our, I don't know, what is it, like every single thing that we have. And that's, I don't just mean physical stuff, I mean like it's our faculties, like the ability to have like good cognitive you know, ability, like to exercise our brain and use it properly in the way that it's meant to, and having good health and well-being in general, and maybe good physical health where we can actually exercise and improve our health, and we can look after ourselves, we can eat good food, we can do all the right things, because there are people and there are like diseases and disorders and things in life that make it hard for us to even be able to do those basics, to be able to help ourselves to actually continue to progress our lives forward, or to excel, or really thrive enough to like move on to the next level of whatever it is we want to achieve in our lives. And so for some of us it's not like health and well-being, for some of us it's like, you know, being in an extenuating circumstance, for some of us it is people around us being in extenuating circumstances. And so there's kind of like, I see here there's like a lack of people helping other people, but it's kind of because everyone's going through their own like muck. And I think, I don't know, it's, Spirit's just saying for any of you that are like trying to like work out what's the best way to move forward, I don't feel like it's something that you can work out. It's like you just need to take a chance, surrender, let go, do things maybe like day by day, or just whatever's in front of you. It doesn't matter what choice you make, it's not going to be wrong. You're not going to be condemned for it. Even if the outcome doesn't turn out to be what you want it to, you'll realize that you're attached to the outcome, and that anything that's truly meant for us won't miss us anyway. So, and I think that when we get to the end of all of this, whatever this is, I feel like for a lot of you, this is just like mental and emotional processing of like things that have happened, okay? So it might be like a kind of deep healing time. Even if it's not, doesn't feel healing, it could actually feel like your life is like an utter mess, but it's kind of part of the processing and how that's going to come about. For some of you, like things that other people are saying to you, it's like it gets you more caught up in your head than like, I don't know, like maybe people are trying to be helpful, or you ask people for help and it actually just ends up being like less help than it's worth. Yeah. Like maybe you feel pulled in different directions or something like that. Anyway. And then, is that it? Yeah, like people are pulling on your energy, people are wanting your time and attention, people want to tell you how to do it, or they like want you to do things their way or in a way that serves them, and like really you're the person going through your situation. So where it's like, it doesn't matter what they say, it doesn't matter what their expectations are, we're going to do what we're going to do, and we're just going to see what happens, and we're just going to run with that. And if they don't like it, they might have to find somewhere else to go not like it. Yeah, I know it's not always that simple, it's just kind of the energy that's coming through, okay? So but also I feel like some of you may be denying yourselves like your own sense of self. Yeah, some of you may be like almost I don't know if it's people pleasing or something, but just trying to live up to other people's expectations, but it's your life, and some of you need to hear that. Okay. And in the end, I feel like you get all the things that you want and need anyway, and you live really comfortably and quite happy, but it's like the building the foundation and the getting there takes a bit of work, and it's just not going to happen overnight, and it's not necessarily going to come easy, but like I feel like the day that it does click into place, that we do actually have whatever it is that we needed and wanted, it'll feel like it almost happened overnight, and it's just like one day we wake up and we realize that we're there, but it's not frivolous, and it's not I don't know, it's not something that just like happens without effort. It's like that eclectic, accumulative effort that compounds over time. And it's through nothing else than the effort, the commitment that we show up every day and repetitiously put into our lives. And over time, we get good enough at building those skills that we actually grow something really great. Yeah. Okay, Virgo, this is actually everything that I have for you in today's reading. So hopefully this was helpful in some way, and I'll see you all in another reading.